Have you ever woken up one morning, looked around your home, and thought, I used to move around this place with no trouble. Now it feels like everything's just a little harder? Maybe getting up from the couch takes a little longer. Or climbing the stairs suddenly feels like a chore. It sneaks up on us. One day you're managing everything just fine, and the next, you realize small changes have started stealing little pieces of your independence. And here's the thing, it's not just age. It's not just how things go. Often, it's the little things we do, or don't do, every day that slowly chip away at our freedom. The freedom to live on your own terms. To go where you want, when you want. To take care of yourself without depending on others. That kind of independence, it's worth protecting. And it's absolutely possible. Today, we're going to talk about 4 mistakes that quietly steal that independence from people over 70. They may seem small at first, but over time, they can have a big impact on how free, confident, and capable you feel in your own life. More importantly, I'll share what you can do instead. Simple, practical changes that can help you stay strong, sharp, and independent for years to come. Let's talk about the first mistake, and this is a big one: ignoring muscle loss. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder, I just want to be able to walk, carry groceries, get up from the toilet without holding onto something. And that's exactly the point. After the age of 30, most of us start losing muscle. Slowly at first, then more rapidly after 60. By the time we hit 70, it's estimated that we can lose up to 15% of our muscle mass every decade unless we actively fight it. And it's not just about strength. Muscle is what keeps us balanced, mobile, and safe from falls. Think about it. Have you ever hesitated before stepping onto a curb, or noticed it takes more effort to rise from your chair? That's not just getting old. That's your muscles saying, hey, we need some attention down here. Now, the good news is, muscle loss isn't inevitable. You can rebuild strength at any age. Even folks in their 90s have shown improvement with light strength training. You don't need a gym, and you don't need to lift heavy weights. Start small. Grab 2 soup cans and do some gentle arm curls. Try sitting down and standing up from a chair without using your hands. That's a powerful leg workout right there. Just 5 minutes a day of simple, consistent movement can keep your muscles active and responsive. It's not about becoming an athlete. It's about being able to carry your own laundry basket, open jars, get out of bed without help, your daily life. The longer you keep your muscles strong, the longer you stay independent. And honestly, there's nothing more empowering than realizing you can still get stronger, even now. Alright, let's move on to the second mistake, and this one is a sneaky one. Not making your home safer as your needs change. You've probably lived in your home for decades. You know every corner, every light switch, every step. But here's the thing. What felt safe and comfortable at 45 might be risky at 75. Most falls don't happen on icy sidewalks or while climbing a mountain. They happen in familiar places. Your bathroom, your kitchen, even getting out of bed. And the aftermath of a fall? It's not just bruises. It can mean weeks in a hospital, a long recovery, or even losing the ability to live on your own. And yet, so many seniors hesitate to make safety changes at home. Maybe it feels like admitting weakness. Or maybe you're just so used to your space, you don't notice the little hazards anymore. Let me tell you something. Making your home safer isn't giving up independence. It's protecting it. You don't have to remodel the whole place. Start with simple, powerful changes. Install grab bars in the bathroom. They're not just for old people, they're for smart people who want to stay upright. Swap out slippery rugs or secure them with non-slip pads. Make sure your stairways and hallways have proper lighting. Our eyes need more light as we age, and one missed step in the dark can cost you. And check your footwear. Slippers with no grip or walking around barefoot might feel cozy, but they're one of the top causes of slips at home. A good pair of non-slip, supportive shoes indoors can make all the difference. These are small fixes, but they can help you keep your independence where it matters most, in your own home. It's not about fear. It's about freedom. You don't want to wait until after a fall to start thinking about safety. Be proactive. Respect your space enough to make it work with you, not against you. And now, let's talk about another mistake, one that a lot of people make without even realizing it. It's something we all do from time to time, especially after retirement: sitting too much. Now I know, you've worked hard your whole life. You've earned the right to rest. And there's nothing wrong with relaxing in a comfy chair, watching your favorite shows, or reading a good book. But when sitting becomes your default mode for hours and hours every day, it starts taking a serious toll on your health. Long periods of sitting slow your circulation, weaken your leg muscles, and even affect your digestion. Your body starts to adapt to being still. And before you know it, a short walk around the block feels exhausting, not because you're too old, but because your body forgot how to move. Movement doesn't have to mean exercise. You don't need to sweat buckets or run marathons. Just getting up every hour and walking around the house helps keep your blood flowing and your muscles awake. Try standing up while talking on the phone. March in place during commercials. Stretch your arms and legs when you wake up in the morning. Think of movement as a way to stay free. Every step you take keeps your body in the habit of being mobile. It sends a message: I'm still in charge here. And if you're someone who uses a walker or cane, don't be discouraged. Movement is still for you. Every bit counts. Whether it's a lap around the kitchen island or lifting your legs while seated, it's progress. The goal is to avoid getting stuck in stillness, because stillness is where independence begins to slip away. Now that we've touched on how muscle loss, an unsafe home, and too much sitting can quietly chip away at your independence, we're just getting started. Because the truth is, independence doesn't disappear overnight. It fades little by little, unless we protect it. And protecting it means staying mindful of the choices we make every day. Now, there's another mistake that a lot of people over 70 fall into without realizing it. It has nothing to do with physical strength or home safety, but it can be just as damaging to your ability to live independently. It's this: withdrawing from social connections and daily routines. It might start with something simple. Maybe a friend moves away, or driving at night becomes a little uncomfortable. You start turning down invitations, or skipping your usual activities because it's just easier to stay home. Before long, days go by without talking to anyone besides the mail carrier or the cashier at the grocery store. And here's the problem: isolation creeps in quietly, but it can have a huge effect on your mental and emotional health. Loneliness doesn't just make you feel sad. It increases your risk of depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and even early death. Yes, being disconnected can literally shorten your life. But even more than that, when we stop engaging with the world around us, we stop exercising our independence. Having a reason to get up and go, whether it's a weekly lunch, a hobby group, or even volunteering, gives structure and purpose to your days. And purpose is powerful. It keeps your mind active, your emotions steady, and your confidence strong. Now, maybe your social circle has changed. That happens. Friends move, health changes, or life just takes people in different directions. But that doesn't mean you have to stay isolated. Start small. Call an old friend. Write a letter. Ask someone over for tea. If you're not sure where to begin, check out your local senior center. Many offer programs specifically designed to connect people over 60. Walking groups, book clubs, even gentle yoga classes. And if getting out is a challenge, there are more online options than ever. Virtual meetups, interest groups, and classes you can take right from your living room. The goal isn't to overwhelm yourself with a packed schedule. It's simply to stay engaged. When your days have rhythm and your heart has connection, your whole life feels more in motion. And when your life is in motion, you stay in motion too. Now, while we're talking about staying connected, we have to touch on one more mistake. And this one is often misunderstood. It's the idea that accepting help means losing independence. Let's be honest, asking for help can feel uncomfortable, maybe even a little embarrassing. You've spent your whole life doing things for yourself and taking care of others. So when you need a hand, whether it's getting groceries, reaching a high shelf, or managing a doctor's appointment, it might feel like you're giving up control. But here's the truth most people don't realize. Knowing when and how to accept help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's actually one of the smartest ways to maintain your independence, not lose it. Think of it this way. If you're trying to carry heavy groceries inside and you fall, now you need medical help. That single moment can lead to weeks of recovery and a serious loss of confidence. But if you had just asked for help or used a delivery service, you'd be safe, secure, and still in control of your day. Independence isn't about doing everything alone. It's about making choices that keep you living life on your terms. And sometimes that means being wise enough to delegate, to ask, to accept a little support so you can keep doing the things that matter most. And remember, there's a big difference between relying on someone and receiving support. When you choose help intentionally, you're still steering the ship. You're not handing over your life to someone else. You're simply using tools and resources to live better, just like you would with a cane, a pair of reading glasses, or a reminder note on the fridge. Here's a great way to think about it. The goal isn't to do everything the hard way. The goal is to keep doing what you love for as long as possible. If a little help makes that possible, embrace it. That's not defeat. That's wisdom. And while we're on the topic of daily support, this also applies to using technology. So many seniors avoid helpful tech tools because they feel too old for that. But simple things like a medical alert system, a smartphone with voice commands, or even a smart speaker that plays your favorite music or sets reminders, these are tools designed to help you stay independent longer. You don't have to become a tech expert. You just need to be open to trying something new. Ask a grandchild, a neighbor, or even your library. Many places offer free tutorials just for seniors. And when you start using technology as your ally, not your enemy, you give yourself one more way to stay confident and in control of your life. Independence isn't about doing everything the way you did 30 years ago. It's about adapting, growing, and using every resource available to keep you free, fulfilled, and in charge of your life. So here's what I want you to remember. Staying independent doesn't mean pretending you don't need help. It means strategically choosing what to hold on to, what to let go of, and what to ask for, so your energy and time go toward the things that truly matter. You're not stuck. You're still in charge. You've made it this far with resilience and wisdom, and now's the time to lean into both. And after everything we've talked about, keeping your muscles strong, staying safe at home, moving your body, staying connected, and learning to accept support, there's a common thread running through it all. It's not about fighting against aging. It's about working with it, staying ahead of it, and refusing to let it define what you're capable of. But there's one final piece we need to talk about, and it's not a physical mistake or even a lifestyle habit. It's something deeper. Something that often goes unnoticed, even by the strongest and most capable people. It's the mistake of doubting your own value. It happens subtly. Maybe you don't feel as needed as you once did. Maybe your kids are grown and busy, your career is long behind you, and you're not sure where you fit in anymore. That feeling can creep in, the idea that you're no longer essential, that you've somehow peaked, and now you're just coasting. And when you start believing that, even just a little, it chips away at your confidence. It makes you second-guess yourself. It makes you more likely to sit still, stay quiet, and stop taking action. And that, right there, is how independence begins to erode. But let me tell you something clearly, and I want you to really hear this. You are not done. Your wisdom, your experience, your stories, they matter. Your presence in this world matters. Whether you're still climbing mountains or just trying to stay steady on your feet, you bring something irreplaceable to the people around you. Every day you wake up, you still have power. You still have choice. You still have the ability to shape your life. It's never too late to start something new. It's never too late to reconnect with yourself. And it's definitely never too late to claim your independence and protect it with everything you've got. Independence doesn't mean doing it all. It means knowing yourself, trusting yourself, and living in a way that honors your body, your mind, and your spirit. So let's take a moment to remember the heart of it all. Staying strong isn't about lifting weights. It's about choosing to move, even when it's easier not to. Staying safe isn't about fear. It's about respect. Respecting your space, your body, and your future. Staying connected isn't about being surrounded by crowds. It's about reaching out when it counts, and letting others in when you need them. Accepting help isn't a weakness. It's a strategy. It's how smart, capable people make sure they can keep doing what they love. And believing in yourself, even when the world moves a little faster than you'd like, even when the mirror shows a few more wrinkles, that's the key. Because independence starts in your mind. It starts with the belief that your life is still yours to shape. So, what can you do today? Start small. One simple movement to wake up your muscles. One phone call to someone you care about. One corner of your home made just a little safer. One reminder to yourself that you are still here, still valuable, still capable of making a change. You don't need to overhaul your life. You just need to take the first step. Then another. Then another. That's how confidence builds. That's how independence is protected. And here's the best part. You don't have to do it alone. There are people out there who care. Resources that can help. Communities that are waiting to welcome you, if you're willing to reach out. You're not forgotten. You're not invisible. You're just getting started on this next chapter, and it can be one of the most empowering yet. So if this message spoke to you, let's keep the conversation going. Share your thoughts or your story in the comments. What helps you stay independent? What changes have you made in your life that others might learn from? You never know who might be reading your comment and feeling inspired to take that first step. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It helps more people see it. And trust me, there are a lot of people out there who need to hear this. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're building a space where seniors like you can find encouragement, support, and real, practical advice to live stronger, longer, and happier. You deserve to feel confident in your body. You deserve to feel proud of your life. And you absolutely deserve to live it on your own terms. So here's to you, to strength, to freedom, to the incredible wisdom you've earned, and the beautiful road still ahead. Here's to living your best life at any age.